Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to today's digital demo. My name is Olivia Horvath. I work for Prince George's County Memorial Library System as a digital services specialist, which means that even when the library is not closed, I handle making sure that we have really awesome and useful online resources for patrons. So today we are going to be exploring CreativeBug, which is a great resource for crafters of all ages and skill levels, including video tutorials, step-by-step tutorials, and a lot of awesome other stuff. So I'm excited to get started with you in just 1 minute. Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to today's digital demo. Like I said just a minute ago, today we're going to be exploring CreativeBug, which is an awesome resources for crafters of all ages and skill levels, including hundreds of video tutorials, pictures, a social aspect, and lots for different kinds of materials and crafters and home creators. So I'm excited to show you what we have there. So when you visit PGCMLS.info, to access it, you can click the Online Library tab and navigate to the Support Suite. And here you'll see some of our highlighted online resources under these 4 different suites. These suites highlight some of our best and most useful educational tools and entertainment platforms. These are not all of the online resources we offer. You can see those all at Online Resources, but today we're going to be exploring the Creative Suite. So the Creative Suite includes a number of different platforms. Today we're going to be focusing on CreativeBug, but I'll give you a little bit of an intro to some of the others as well. So CreativeBug is a website that allows you to access craft classes, including painting, sewing, baking, drawing, knitting, and more. Artist Works covers online music lessons. Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center is very similar to CreativeBug in that it offers how-to instructions, and it also offers how-to videos, books, and more for crafters and hobbyists. The Great Courses is very awesome too. It's also video courses. There are things like photography, music lessons, drawing, and also history, finance, health and wellness classes, and more. Linda mostly focuses on technical skills, but there are also really exciting business strategies, digital art skills, and more there. And PebbleGo is more for our younger users, but that has research skills and educational games. So I recommend that you check out some of these other resources, but today we will be focusing on CreativeBug, so I'll click on that link. And you'll be brought to this page that makes it clear that this is the Prince George's County Memorial Library System entrance for CreativeBug. So in order to use this, you don't want to go to creativebug.com. You want to follow this link here. You can get a little preview of what is in store. So here you can enter your library card number. Once you enter it, you'll get a little success message, and you can click see the latest classes to see everything you have access to. So CreativeBug is mostly organized by different kinds of creative categories, and you can navigate it that way. But something I really love too is their CBTV and inspiration feeds, which give you a different kind of jumping off point if you're looking more for inspiration across mediums and just wanting to discover something new. So I'm going to start by checking out some of the inspiration features. The inspiration feed is a place where people who have done different programs through CreativeBug have uploaded what they have made. And if you like something and click on it, you can pin it to Pinterest if you have that. You can also visit things like the pattern library, which has downloadable patterns. CreativeBug's calendar to see what's coming up. And here you will get a really awesome video that highlights the new releases. So this month we have a botanical leaf embroidery and a jelly plate printing class that's coming up. And earlier in the month we had a Procreate iPad drawing class, a landscape watercolor painting class, and more. So you can click to play those, watch this preview to get a little more information about what is coming up. And you can even add these to your calendar. You have a Google Calendar, Apple iCal, Outlook, or more. You can use that, which is pretty cool. So let's take a look into what the classes consist of, since you've seen a little bit more about getting creative ideas. This is the CreativeBug Explore feature, where you can see what is trending, new releases, and browse classes by category. So let's check out food and home. By using the search feature, you can see anything that's coming up under food and home, and you can filter the results as well. Let's see, I would like a quick class and I'm done for any teacher. I'm going to sort the results by most popular because I want to see what people are making. All right, so here we can see what classes are offered. There are the time basically for completing the project on the top left corner, ratings from other people who have done these classes. So let's see, I would like to check out Make a Classic Macrame Plant Hanger because my plants could use a little more light. When you click into your class, you can start watching right away, get a little preview of what the class is here, an overview, and you can hear what the class offers in the instructor's own words. Or you can use any of these buttons underneath the video to navigate and get more information. I'll pause the video for now. So here you can read the description, and not only is there a description, but CreativeBug breaks down all of the things that you will learn to do step by step. Learn in this tutorial to connect the rope to a brass ring to create the top hanger, divide the ropes, create spirals, and create the basket structure. So those all kind of sound pretty similar, but with some other more complicated courses for intermediate and advanced users, they might be a little more complicated. And this also lets you know what you will get with this class. So you have video lessons, a detailed applied list, and step-by-step instruction, and the ability to ask questions as well. So you scroll down, you can see some questions and tips from other people. So here is a tip from a user that says, I was having trouble keeping track of the strands, so I used a clothespin to hold the groups together. So this is really awesome. That can help to make parts of the class a little easier. You can check out the chapters. Since this is a short one again, we just have a couple chapters here: materials, video, getting started, and creating the actual basket. A materials list. a gallery both of pictures provided by CreativeBug and pictures from creators like you. I love this feature. Love seeing what is possible and how people have put their own spin on the project. View the discussion like we looked at before. Add notes for yourself. Different parts of the video. So with a multi-part video, that's longer. If it's a project that will span over a couple of days, you can leave notes for yourself that will tag to a specific time in the video. You can add to your watch list. And you can also view a transcript of the entire video, and you can download that as well if you want to read along. So I'm going to show you also your account information, because once you enter in your library card information, you can create a profile so you can log in and track your projects for the future. So enter your name. You do not need to enter an address because this is a free version. You can add links to, if you want to have a public profile, you can add links to any social media or website you have. And you can also add what you want to learn so that you can customize it. So say I want to do food and home, paper, and crochet. And I already know how to do knitting, sewing, and jewelry, let's just say. So I can save that. Other preferences, you can customize what's coming up on your profile. So if you don't really want to see, if you don't want to have your location or any other information on your profile, you can remove these. You can enter an email address so that you have an account that you can log into from the CreativeBug website. You can also connect your Facebook instead of entering an email address. And with billing info, don't have to pay anything. Again, this is courtesy of PGCMLS, so don't worry about any of that. You can also receive email notifications with things like their daily challenge, which is a daily project or journaling exercise, and other topics that you might want to receive semi-regular emails about. Here I can see the classes I've finished. It looks like I have not finished any of them, so I don't have any quote-unquote credits, but what I can do is revisit classes that I've started to watch here, view what I've partially watched, and visit my watch list for things I want to visit in the future. So those are the basic building blocks of CreativeBug. Does anyone have any questions? It looks like Elle on Facebook asked, will you do a search on quilting classes? Yes, I would love to. So I'm going to return to the CreativeBug homepage. Under classes, there's quilting. Elle, is there a specific quilting topic you'd like to look into in more detail? If not, we can just navigate to the quilting page. And if anybody else has something specific they'd like to search for, let me know and we can go through it together. So it looks like they have almost 100 classes on quilting. You can organize these by most popular, by the release dates, and the newest ones are coming up first, or by A to Z. With the by release date, you will probably notice that sometimes there's more complicated or newer things up top. Okay, modern quilting or free motion quilting? Let's see what they have. They do have modern quilts, so let's take a look at that. So they do have some classic quilts as well, but they have some pretty exciting classes for modern quilting. I'm interested in, let's take a look here, improvisational patchwork for beginners, because I am not a quilter myself, but this looks like an exciting way to jump into something that might be traditionally more structured, but to be able to explore it in a more improvisational way. So here in the description, we can see what is available here, a detailed bud list, including a downloadable PDF, which is really cool. Some different techniques we'll learn in the video. Let's check out the gallery and see what people have made. So you can see some of these are improvisational blocks and also larger projects that incorporate some of the improvisational ideas that are brought up in this video. Elle says, that looks awesome. Thank you. I definitely need to get on there. I definitely recommend it. Some of these videos look really cool. And this is really nice if you, like me, are interested in an art form, but don't necessarily know where to get started. There's so many videos here for all different age and skill levels. There are also technique classes, which are a little different from a finished project class. So if I click that, I can see big stitch, hand quilting, full cloth quilting, and some other improv classes talking more about techniques than having a finished product. And if I filter results by, I'm going to go back to the main quilting room. Let's type any. If we click into something, you can see sometimes it'll say it's a beginner class, and sometimes this one is an intermediate class. 28 minutes of videos. Peggy says, can I answer technical questions? I need help adjusting the tension on a sewing machine. There are, like I said, some technique videos. Let's see if there's a sewing machine class that can answer your questions. Sewing machine basics. Oh, this is awesome. I definitely need to take a look at this. So this is a beginner class called Sewing Machine Basics. It's got 5 stars, 4.6 stars out of 5, and over 1,000 reviews. So not only is this a video about how to thread your machine and wind and bobbin, this might be a little simple for you, Peggy, but it looks like something that I really appreciate about this comment function is people ask and support each other through learning next steps. So this commenter said, what is the best class to take next? And I believe not even the teacher, just someone else who is helping out says that this specific teacher has another class, which is a great next step, basic sewing seams. I'm going to search sewing machine again, because I saw another one that looked interesting to me. Machine sewing needle and thread basics, machine sewing maintenance. This is one that I could stand to spend more time looking at. So I'm actually going to add this to my watch list. And this includes information on how to take apart and clean your machine, load the bobbin, adjust the tension, which it sounds like is what Peggy is interested in. And it looks like some people in the comments also communicated further questions and got help from the teacher and other users. So I do prefer CreativeBug to things like YouTube because I know that these teachers are vetted, and I just find the video quality to be really high. So a lot of this information you might be able to find elsewhere, but the quality and the support you get from CreativeBug, I think, is really worthwhile. So does anybody else have a question about CreativeBug, or has anything else they want to search? If not, I will show you one of my favorite parts, and then I'll just talk a little bit about other things offered under PGCMLS's Creative Suite. If you click Daily Practice, This I really appreciate as someone who likes to draw, but sometimes might want a little more support or inspiration. The daily practice series encourages you to develop a practice and expand your comfort zone by doing a little bit of a creative activity every day. So let's take a look at Daily Art Journal Challenge 30 Prompts with Get Messy. A lot of these are built towards adults, but are crafts or projects that you can do with kids as well. And I find these art journal prompts a really great way to expand on an idea that you might want to explore but don't necessarily feel super comfortable with. So the description of this is dive into a month of art journal prompts with Lauren and Kaylee, the founders of a Get Messy art journal, in this 30-day challenge. So there are challenges of different lengths. They'll lead you through a series of prompts to inspire your creativity and help get your thoughts, feelings, and art onto the page. So with this, you learn some techniques, and you also have a lot of room to explore yourself. So let's check out the chapters. And even if you aren't committed to doing a 30-day challenge, you can visit these different chapters and just give yourself 5 to 10 minutes of inspiration. So I'm going to check out Let Today Inspire You. I'll turn on the captions so we can take a look at this. And this is a 13-minute video, so we won't watch it all. But this video I really like because it dives past necessarily needing to capture something perfectly or structuring a drawing, with a lot of planning, but just allowing yourself to take some inspiration and dive right into the page. So definitely check out these daily practices, pardon me. And these aren't all painting. A lot of them are 2D because it's an easy thing to just pick up, but there are other projects: 25 days of gift wrap, daily ornament challenge, specific holiday workshops, a 15-day guide to professional practices for artists, printmaking challenges, Cricut projects if you use a Cricut machine, and more. One other point with CreativeBug is they also have some live events that you can check out. This top bar says RSVP now for Camp CreativeBug live events. You can get more information about that by clicking this and learning more. I believe that Camp CreativeBug is for young people, so you can get some information about that. And again, this is offered for free. And I'm just going to go back here. Okay, so Elle asked, how do you get to CreativeBug? So I will, I'll show you right now. Pardon me. When you visit the PGCMLS main page, if you click Online Library, visit Support Suite, you can click the Creative Suite to access all of our creative and learning online opportunities. You can also see all of our online resources by clicking Online Library, Online Resources. And this is a big list, about 80 resources that we offer. If you click Search Resources by category, Arts, Crafts, and DIY, you can see CreativeBug here. You can also access tutorial videos. if you're having trouble getting started. Let's see. The Creative Suite also has links to the tutorial videos if you click that question mark. So before we go, I just want to show you guys Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center, because if you like CreativeBug, I think you'll appreciate this as well. When you click on that, you'll have to enter your library card number. And a quick aside, if you do not remember your library card number or are having problems getting it to work, you can visit our services, library card services on the website. And under here where it says request card renewal, you can enter your information. If you don't know your card number, you can write forgot, and our card services staff will get in touch with you to make sure that you have the information you need to get your card to work. So for Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center, it is laid out pretty similarly to CreativeBug. You can browse by category, view all of the topics that are available, browse ebooks that are available online. And I'm going to check all the topics so you can see a big list of what we have available. And since this is Hobbies, this goes past CreativeBug's scope. It includes things like outdoor activities like bird watching, kayaking, collecting like book collecting, comic book collecting. Looks like they also have decorative arts, fantasy sports, hang gliding, gourd craft, some pretty specific, interesting things, juggling, military history. You can really let your imagination go crazy on this one. So I'm going to check out Lego, because I know some of you probably have your kids at home with you, and this will search periodicals and also projects that you can access. I'm going to just show the projects. Building a working overhead door with Legos. This might be a little complicated for young people, but this is from Model Railroader magazine. And it tells you how to, like it says, build a working overhead door with Lego. Let's also check out modern quilting. See if we can find anything else cool for Elle. All right, so here we have some projects, magazines, and reference books. I'm going to limit to projects again. This is pulling projects again from different magazines. All right, so it looks like many of these are more classic styles of quilting, but you can check those out. You can also, we'll go back to the articles because they might be a little more useful for this. 5 questions for 5 modern quilters. Looks like it might be useful. So from here, you can print, save, email, or create a permanent link to this article, or you can click PDF full text to access the article in full. You can also view the whole magazine here. So this is a PDF, so you can select text, copy and paste out into a document if you'd like. You can also print or download from this window. And if I am enjoying this, I can check out other things in this magazine. Let's see, solidly abstract. This is Quilter's newsletter from 2012. All right, so I find CreativeBug a little easier to navigate than I do Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center, but I think this is a really awesome resource to get some more older articles and archive things that maybe aren't as easy to find in other places, some of these older magazines. And I think this can be a great way to supplement the more hands-on step-by-step videos that are available. Reference Center is available. Go back. Under Online Library, Support Suite,